So, what if I told you that the entire difference between a lifetime of financial stress and, well, total financial freedom all comes down to just one simple decision? Seriously, we're about to break down these surprisingly simple math that can turn just $500 a month into $8 million future. You know this feeling, right? We all do. You're doing that poverty math in some parking lot, trying to figure out if you can swing toothpaste and laundry detergent. Meanwhile, your coworker, who you know makes the exact same salary as you, just posted photos from their second vacation this year. So what's going on? I mean, is it some secret family money? Are they drowning in credit card debt? The answer? Well, it's probably going to make you unreasonably angry, because it's just so much simpler than all of that. Okay. Let's pull back the curtain. We're about to get into the single decision that separates these two completely different financial realities. That coworker, let's call her Sarah, she made one super boring financial choice about 6 years ago. It took her, maybe 30 minutes to set up, and then she just forgot about it. Today, that one little forgotten decision is already worth $43,000. And in another 34 years, it is on a rocket ship headed for an incredible $2.8 million. To really see the power of this, let's follow the story of two people. They start at the exact same place in life with the exact same paycheck. Okay, so meet Jessica and Amanda. They're basically financial twins, right? Both are 28 years old, both are pulling in 65 grand a year. But here's the split in the road. Jessica invests $500 a month. Amanda, she spends that exact same $500 on a car payment. Right now, the gap, it doesn't look like that big of a deal, but just you wait. And this is where it gets absolutely wild. Just look at how this tiny gap explodes over time. I mean, by 35, it's pretty noticeable. By 45, you can bet Amanda is starting to panic. But by 55, oh man, compound interest has gone completely vertical for Jessica, launching her past $1.5 million. And at retirement, the difference is just staggering. Jessica is a multimillionaire, while Amanda is facing the heartbreaking reality that she'll probably have to keep working well into her 70s. Same salary, completely different lives. So right now you're probably thinking, okay, great, but where am I supposed to find an extra $500? Well, here's the uncomfortable truth. You probably already have it. On average, Americans are spending around $273 a month on subscriptions, and a lot of those they've completely forgotten about. And then they spend another $280 on dining out or food delivery. Just add those two together, you're already over $550. The money isn't missing, it's just being spent. And think about it this way, that $280 you're spending on restaurants and takeout every month, it isn't just $280. Over 30 years, if you had just invested it in the market instead, it would have become over $630,000. You're not just buying dinner, you're trading away a huge piece of your retirement. And here's the most mind-blowing part of all this. It's not even about how much money you save. So let's say you invest that $500 a month for 40 years. You'll put in a total of $240,000. But thanks to the magic of the market's compound growth, that turns into over $3.1 million. I mean, look at this. An absolutely staggering 92.4% of your final wealth, it comes from the market doing all the heavy lifting for you. Okay, so the math is so clear, it's almost undeniable, right? So why are so many of us still just sitting on the sidelines? Let's talk about the real enemy here. And that enemy is fear. The biggest fear is always, but what if the market crashes and I lose everything? Well, let's just kill that fear right now with some cold, hard data. In its entire history, we're talking through the Great Depression, World Wars, the dot-com bust, the 2008 crisis. The S&P 500 has never, not once, lost money over any 20-year period. Ever. And hey, if you think you're clever enough to jump in and out of the market, this data from JP Morgan is a serious wake-up call. If you had just stayed invested for these 20 years, your $10,000 would have grown to almost 65 grand. But if you panicked and missed just the 10 best days, which, by the way, almost always happen right after the worst days, your return was cut by more than half. The secret isn't being a genius, it's just staying in the game. You see, ultimately, the real enemy isn't the market, it's our own brain. We're actually hardwired with something called present bias, which makes us choose the tiny pleasure of a pizza today over massive wealth tomorrow. Then there's loss aversion, which makes a market dip feel twice as painful as a gain feels good, causing us to panic and sell at the absolute worst time. And of course, lifestyle inflation, which makes sure that every time we get a raise, our spending magically rises to meet it, leaving nothing left to invest. Okay, but you still might be thinking, yeah, but this stuff only works if you have some high-paying job. Let me introduce you to some everyday people who prove that is absolutely 100% not true. This is Ronald Reed. He was a janitor and a gas station attendant his entire life. His coworkers? They used to make fun of his rusty old car and his frugal habits. What they didn't know was that they were working right alongside a secret multimillionaire. He simply consistently bought and held stocks for decades, and when he died, he left behind an $8 million estate. Now contrast Ronald's quiet success with the harsh reality for most people. The median retirement savings for Americans who are nearing retirement is just $200,000. I mean, millions of people worked for 40 or 50 years and are now facing a broke retirement, not because they were lazy, but because they spent their potential millions on things that don't even exist anymore. Okay, we've seen the powerful math, we've seen the inspiring stories. Now let's get to your actual actionable plan. This is the part that takes less than 30 minutes and will change the entire rest of your life. Here it is. The plan is almost insultingly simple. Step 1, open a Roth IRA. That's just a special retirement account where your money grows completely tax-free. Step 2, link your bank account. Step 3, buy one simple, low-cost S&P 500 index fund. All that means is you're buying a tiny little piece of the 500 biggest companies in America. Step 4, set up that automatic $500 transfer. And this is the most important step, Step 5, forget about it. Seriously, let it work in the background while you go live your life.
But you cannot wait. The math of compound interest is a beautiful, beautiful friend, but it is a brutal enemy. Every single day you delay, that hill gets steeper. If you wait just 10 years to start this, you have to more than double your monthly investment just to have a chance of catching up. The target moves away from you faster than you can run. So, this is the choice, right here, right now. There's a version of you in the future who is financially free, and there's another version who's wondering why they're still working at age 73. The only thing that decides which one of those people becomes real is what you do in the next 30 minutes. The math doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't wait. The choice is yours.